Show those thieves not to steal from Luke and Valerius. Take a look. Till next time.
Mara bless you for agreeing to help us. You're not from around here. That makes two of us.
The sooner you don't let my sister... Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. All right, then. The Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a general store. My sister commit... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Till next time.
I came here from the Imperial Province to work with my brother Lucan. It got bad back in Cyrodiil. The war with the Thalmor ruined everything. What are you talking about? What's in the letter? Oh my. He wanted me to think Fandal wrote this? Thank you for telling me the truth. Could you talk to Fandal as well? I'm sure he'll want to thank you for standing up for him. Good luck. Lucan and I will be waiting for you back in the shop.
trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? I told you my sister would help us out.
Make yourself at home. I'm glad to help any way I can. I suppose she's Jarl Elisif now. She married High King Turig I don't really have any... But she's nothing but a puppet for the Empire now, with her husband Turig dead. Ulfric will make sure she never takes the throne as High Queen.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead. You're kind of fuzzy. What's wrong with you? Yeah.
Pretty, I'll give you that. Just stay away from my husband, Oliver.
Whatever you need. My Ismir, if it's simple and strong, I can forge it.
It's my boy Sven you need to listen. Sven has the voice of a snowlark. Only good thing... My... Camilla. I've seen her talking to that Faendal. Filthy elf needs to keep to his own kind. I raised my Sven to... Make it quick. Let's hear it.
Greetings, Sister Elf. Good to see a familiar face so far from home. I appreciate your help. Please, take this. Some gold I've saved up from working at the mill. I'll show you what I know. Lead the way.
Nice weapon you have there, but I don't suppose you'd consider putting it away. Mara bless you for agreeing to help us. You're not from around here, That makes two of us. I came here from the Imperial Province to work with my brother Lucan.
Still here. You go on ahead.
You're nothing but trouble.
I'm glad to help any way I can.
Lost? I hope to see you in Windhelm. Good luck. Seriously? You don't know? That was Ulfric Stormcloak himself. Oh, right. They said you were captured crossing the border. Still, I'm surprised you haven't heard of Ulfric. He's our leader. The leader of the Stormcloaks. I was assigned to Ulfric's guard. We were on our way to the Imperial. Ulfric ordered us to stop. I thought they were taking us south to Cyrodiil. Parade us in front of the Emperor. But then, surely even down in Cyrodiil people have heard news of the war in Skyrim. The Nords are tired of spending our blood fighting the Empire's wars. And paying for the Empire's decadence with our taxes. Ulfric is our rightful High King. He's leading the fight to drive the Empire out of Skyrim, once and for all. I was assigned to Ulfric's guard. We were on our way to Darkwater Crossing, in the south of Eastmarch. Just head north. You can't miss it. It's the capital of Whiterun Hold. Jarl Balgruuf still hasn't declared for one side or the other. So at least you won't run into any Imperials along the way. What? Oh, hardly. I don't think even Ulfric could pull a dragon out of his pocket. Lucky for us it attacked when it did, eh? I wasn't looking forward to getting a shave from the Imperial headsman. Ulfric's capital is Windhelm, northeast of here. You'll want to talk to Galmar Stonefist, Ulfric's right-hand man. He handles the new recruits. I'll be sure to put in a good word if I get to Windhelm ahead of you. I'm going to rest up here a while before heading to Windhelm. Be careful.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
What can I do for you?
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is. Honest pay for honest work. You should buy some produce from Carlotta's stall. Most of it comes from my farm.
Oh, did you need something?
Need a ride? Well, I know the companions make their home here. Their mead hall, your Vasker, the oldest building in the city. Oh, and there's a nasty feud between two families called the Greymanes and the Battleborns. You want to be careful there. The rest you can find out by asking the townsfolk. Start with the barkeep at the Bannered Mare or the Castle Steward. Mm-hmm.
Got the fleetest steeds in all of Skyrim. None of them's older than 9, and the youngest is 6. Now the horse I got for sale is 7 years old, but in fine health. She's got a lot of spirit, that one. We've taken to calling her Queen Aufsiger, or just Ali for short. I expect you can name her anything you like, once she's yours. Ride strong.
Need a horse? Talk to my father, Skolvar.
The wind blows bitter cold in this place. It is all in this note. The Khajiit hail from a distant land called Elsewhere, bordered on the north by Cyrodiil, and the south by the glistening blue waters of the sea. Elsewhere is an arid land of deserts and rocky canyons, where the sun shines warmly, always. There are cities so ancient, the sands have swallowed them whole. But now I will say no more, for I miss my home greatly. An astute question, for we are far from home, and this is a cold, hard land. The wise trader finds the best opportunities, even if he must travel far to find them. Skyrim is a ripe opportunity indeed. The dragons and the war have scared many other traders away, but for those with courage, there is much profit to be made. May your road lead you... Welcome. Take a look. Take a look. I hope that you will come to do business with us again.
How high the mountains of Skyrim rise. They'll never see you coming.
May the sun keep you warm, even in this land
Yes?
of bitter cold.
This one needs something?
Tools, wares, and weapons. He has been in this land for so long. I have forgotten what it feels like to walk on one's land.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Riverwood's in danger too? You better go on in. You'll find the Jarl in Dragon's Reach, at the top of the hill.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial.
Brigands I can handle. But this talk of dragons? Words gone mad.
Battleborn, give me your money.
I don't have any money.
You better
It's
give
no
me
fun
5
getting
septims
pushed
right
around
now,
all
or
the
I'm gonna
time.
bloody your nose.
Well, I used to sneak out at night and try to tip over the big ox in the Greymane's yard. And me and Mila used to climb up on the roof of Dragon's Reach and look for birds' eggs. But I don't do that stuff anymore. Father keeps catching me and then I get in trouble. Until
10
next time.
septims tomorrow, baby Battleborn. Or I'm gonna bloody your... What are you
No,
looking
please.
at? I'm not
I
afraid
really
of
don't
you,
have any
you
money,
know.
Brave.
Even if you are my
I'll
elder.
give you 10 septims tomorrow. Just don't hit me.
There it is, friend. The ugly truth. We are. You have come. You have come to hear the word of Talos. Hello, my friend. If you seek knowledge about mighty Talos, you have most certainly come to the right person. In mortal life, Talos was a Nord, possessed of unmatched tactical skill, limitless wisdom, and the power to see into men's hearts. Talos mastered the power of... In southern lands, he was known by the name Tiber's Septim. So great was his reign in... If you want to know more, I'm sure you can find any number of tomes, because the so-called Emperor is a coward. That's... Oh, yes. He agreed to banish the worship of Talos at the tip of an Aldmeri sword. Well, let me tell you something, friend. Cyrodiil is a long way from here, and in Skyrim, we will never forsake mighty Talos. Let them come. I have no fear, for Talos is my ally, and I am... Because the so-called... Oh, well, let me tell you... Let them come. I have no fear. The very idea is inconceivable to our elven overlords. Sharing the heavens with man? Ah! They can barely tolerate our trust!
My lord,
What would you have me do then?
You have to
Nothing?
listen. My lord, please.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgrup is
I just
not
think we need
receiving
more
visitors.
information before we act. I just...
Well,
Who's
that
this,
explains
then?
why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? Really? You're certainly forthright about your criminal past. But it's none of my concern who the Imperials want to execute, especially now. What I want to know is, what exactly happened at Helgen? I should have guessed Ulfric would be mixed up in this. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
That is a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons. Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill her in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where... I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. An old tomb, built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there. Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources. I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense. Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task. I'll put it simply so you'll understand. If the Hold is faced with any threats or mysteries of a hopefully that answer will satisfy you. Good day.
This is a priority now. Anything we can use to fight this dragon, or dragons, we need it quickly, before it's too late. May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
You have found me an able assistant.
No doubt, he thought it was the only way to make his point. And also, because he knew he could. If it's the war you're referring to, I'm on the side of Whiterun. No doubt General Tullius and his friends in the Empire will tell you that I owe them my loyalty. And perhaps I do. Ulfric Stormcloak would say that I owe my allegiance to the Nord people as they fight for Skyrim's independence. Perhaps this is also true. The day might come when I am forced to draw my sword for one side or the other. But that day has not come yet. With good planning and constant vigilance. Even now, my court wizard, we must also have ample reserves of water. But our greatest weapon? Until brave heroes step forward to destroy these monsters, that is the best we can do. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep. Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded.
I thought you were already on your way to Bleak Falls Barrow. I'm not surprised you've never heard of it. Even I used to think it, but not anymore. The Dragon War was a real event, although only the barest... Far back in the Mythic era, the dragons were worshipped. Many of the monumental ruins that still dot the landscape were in fact built as temples. The details are lost, but at some point, the Nords rebelled. After a long and terrible war, the Nords overthrew the... Oh no, many were killed, of course, but many survived into historical times. Why, this very palace was built by one of Balgruf's ancestors to hold a captive dragon. Hence its name, Dragon's Reach. A prospective student, are you? Well, I'm afraid I'm not much good at teaching. You should try your luck at the College of Winterhold. If I said that was a tedious question, would you be smart enough to know what I meant? Probably not. As long as I'm left alone to pursue my research, I don't care who gives the orders. Now, I'm a busy man, and your pointless questions are boring me terribly. Good day. Oh, I thought you were already on your way to Bleak Falls Barrow.
No lollygagging. If those rebels think they can best us, they have another thing coming.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King. With his voice, shouted him apart.
Don't you go tracking your dirty boots on my clean floor.
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good job. Another wanderer. Here to lick my father's boots. Good job.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward.
Damn those Greymanes to oblivion. They want to back the Stormcloaks, they'll get what's coming to them.
Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself these days.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over. I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda. Anyway, what do you need? What can I get you? I assume you saw the Gildergreen? Big tree, all burnt up, in the middle of the Wind District? It's part of the Temple of Kinnareth. People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect. I should have guessed as much. Your kind sticks to that college in Winterhold. You'd never think to learn from a Nord like the Jarl's wizard. Take a look. Need anything else? Just let me know.
Yes? Adrienne, at her forge, just outside. Place is named after her. War Maidens. It's a childhood nickname given by her father. What I hear, she was playing with swords even back then. Anyway, our wares are strong and the price is fair. What else matters? We'll have to have a pint together sometime, you and me.
Wanna hear? Think you can go blade to blade with me? You'd be dead in 6 seconds. You've been talking to those companions? Too hot-headed, they cried. Weak, pathetic cowards, the lot of them. It wasn't my fault. I told them, over and over, that they wanted me to prove my worth. So they threw me up against a young whelp of a lad, hardly old enough to grow his first... I guess they thought a woman wasn't strong enough to hurt him. I didn't mean for him to die. Why would I want that? I just lost control. The heat of the battle is the fire that and a true Nord never misses a chance to test her worth.
See it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
Lady, could you spare a coin? Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart.
Good.
It's what Brennan said I should do. He's the only one that's been nice to me since Mama. Since she died. My aunt and uncle took over our farm and threw me out. I wound up here, but I don't know what to do. Really? Do you have a place I could live? Oh well. Thanks anyway, I suppose.
The security. The guards in this city are all lazy and undisciplined. Things need to change.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda. Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. No, matter of fact, I do. They've been fair enough with me, far as I can tell, and Denord knows a liar when she sees one. Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that one day, I met one of the caravan leaders, Madran. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than... You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future? About the same as everyone else? They're the catfolk of Elsewhere. Way I hear it, Elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful.
If it's work you're looking for? If you need more food or drink? Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both. Now please, no more questions.
Roriksted's a nice enough little hamlet, but a boring posting for a guard. If a dragon attack, well, then it'd be a different story.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda.
You're not supposed to be here. I'm not going to warn you again. Get out or I'll call the guard. Listen. Guards! Help! Trespasser! That's close enough.
I ain't done.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
What? Why are you looking at me?
Well met, traveler. What brings you to Whiterun? Truly? By short. Best head up to Dragon's Reach then, and see the Jarl. He's Lord of Whiterun. Aye, that I do. Half all my life. But Ulfric's... They're saying dragons have returned to Skyrim. Ain't sure if they're taking on new members. But you should talk to the companions. If by work, you mean testing your steel in bloody battle. May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharper.
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready
Yes?
to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda. What can I get you? Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
People have forgotten humor. It's my desire to enter the Bard's College. All I want is to escape from this madness. And if Olfina can come with...
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. If I had a... Isn't it obvious? Why, the wonderful weather. Not to mention my great fondness for dragons and... but without a doubt, the most compelling feature of this frozen wasteland is the volley of inane questions leveled at me on a Interesting, to say the least. On the one hand, supplies are harder to come by since few... But on the other, the scarcity of... All that matters is that I have what you need. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Take a look. do come back.
Maybe some other time I'll reveal your destiny. Tea leaves, palm reading, crystal scrying. Maybe trepanning.
I ain't asking for
Yes, House
much,
God.
just
We'll
a
leave
few
immediately.
seconds.
It's just us against the dragon? Is that it? I can't afford it.
Blade and shadow, silence and death. These are my arts. If you change your mind, seek me out here.
Hello, friend. In the market for some hunting supply? Yes, I hear that question often. My brother Honorius and I came up with it one night after consuming rather too much mead. After our drinks, we went out for a moonlight hunt. We got separated, and he shot an arrow that pierced my, well, rump. After such a memorable adventure, we knew we had... Try Hulda, the innkeeper at the Bannered Mare. It's just up the road. You should check in at Dragon's Reach, too. There's so much going on these days. The Jarl or his steward might...
It's not easy being a woman in Skyrim, I know. But stay strong, and men will come to respect you, and maybe even fear you.
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
It's a shame, isn't it?
I can't stop now, and I can't
The
get this on my
Gildergreen,
own.
yes. It's a bit of an eyesore at the moment. More of a problem for the pilgrims than for me, but not many of them around anymore. To the east of here is a hidden grove where the Eldergleam resides. It's the oldest living thing in Skyrim, maybe all of Tamriel. Our tree here in the city was grown from a cutting of that tree. You can still feel the glory of the mother tree through it. Even its name is an echo. I've thought about that. Trees like this never... I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, but even if you could get to the Eldergleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal. Eldergleam is older than metal, from a time before men or elves. To even affect it, you'll have to deal with the Hagravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself. Your spirit is strong. Kinnereth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a Hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
Wait, I know you.
In each of us, the future of Skyrim, the future of Tamriel. And there it is, friend. I can't bear it. Make it stop.
So sick. Can hardly stand it.
Pain is so great.
Oh. Ah.
Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself these days.
The fever.
Wait, I know you. Wait, I know you. There's no mistake. You're a wanted woman, and it's time to pay for your crimes. Good enough. I'll just confiscate any stolen goods you're carrying. Then you're free to go. Till next time.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know, even if you are my elder.
Fresh baked loaves. Still warm.
Do you get... Oh, it took years, but I earned my way to the top. I own Chilfaro Farm, you see. Very successful business, obviously. I actually advise the Jarl on political matters. My input is invaluable, of course, but this is all probably a bit over your head.
I work with my mother. Sell fruits
You
and vegetables.
know nothing. Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing. And what
Chops
of my
and steaks
son?
fit for a Jarl.
What of Thorald? Is he nothing? So don't talk.
You look tired, friend. The bannered mare.
Let me know if you see anything you like. You look rather pale. Could be ataxia. It's quite a problem back home in Cyrodiil. Ah, splendid, splendid. It's for a special brew I'm working on. Oh, but I suppose you expect some compensation. Here. These potions should suffice. Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the Restoration School, but within these walls, I have all that I need to brew a potion. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed. Why? Because I'm a proud citizen of the Empire? Because the Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in this city for 20 years. 20! I think I can teach you a thing or two. Ah, so you're an alchemist then? Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone is obsessed with death.
Cause trouble in Whiterun and I'll haul you into the Dragon's Reach.
Come to my friend Maven and I. Have you met Maven in Riften? We know our place in this world. Know the place of others, too.
Got the fleetest steeds in all of Skyrim. Suppose so. Got one all saddled if you've got the coin. Suit yourself. Ride strong.